Such a simple addition can not only add aesthetic appeal but also practicality for keeping light luggage over it. Now back to the CNG tank. Depending on the value of pressure during refill, let's assume that you will be able to fill up to 8 to 9 kgs of CNG in this 12 kg tank. Now, Maruti Suzuki claims that this MPV can return 26.11 kilometers to 1 kg of CNG. So that means that you can expect to get a range of 200 plus kilometers on a full tank. And over that, you have the 45-liter petrol tank that can give you another 900 plus kilometer of range at the claimed 20.51 kilometers to the liter. Now that gives the Ertiga some serious long-hauler credibility if you ask me. One would think that having a CNG tank at the back of the car would have compromised boot space, but that is not the case necessarily. Once the boot is open, you can see that there is still 209 liters of boot space despite having the fabric box and the CNG tank below it. And once you pull down the third row, you open up 550 liters of boot space. And with both the third and second row flattened out, the boot space is increased to 809 liters. So let's hop into the back seat to check out what kind of space is on offer for the passengers at the back. You open this wide door and get inside. And once inside, you can see that there is ample amount for a person of my height, and I'm 5'11". There is ample of knee room in this position of the seat because both these seats also have the option of having a to and fro movement. This row also has the recline option. Ingress and outgress from the third row is a little tricky due to the MPV's modest size and best suited for children, but it is sufficient to accommodate adults as well for short rides. And then there is ample headroom as well because of the extended roofline. And we also have dedicated AC vents for the passengers on the back. Look, the Ertiga might not be the most thrilling car to look at or drive, but it offers the kind of practicality that grows on you over time and offers some peace of mind, but more on that later. For now, let's hop inside the cabin and check out the interiors and talk more about how this economical MPV drives. Alright, now that we're inside the cabin of the 2022 Ertiga ZXi CNG variant, let me point out what's new this year. The first upgrade that you will notice in the Ertiga's cabin is the addition of this colored MID display in the center of the instrument cluster. This is a feature that has trickled down from the ZXi Plus variant for 2022. The MID display hosts a ton of information regarding time driven on CNG mode, petrol mode, range, power and torque generation, and even a comparison of CNG mode versus petrol mode. Both petrol and CNG tanks have their own dedicated analog dials to keep the driver informed at all times. Then on the right side you have the dedicated mode button to toggle between the petrol and CNG fuel mode. Just like the Ertiga's exterior, the interior too has long clean lines running across the dashboard with a faux wooden garnish amping the appeal of the beige and tan grey colors of the hard plastics. Apart from that, the interior is very familiar and very Maruti Suzuki. Another major upgrade to the ZXi variant this year is the addition of the 17.78cm color touchscreen that features both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And right below it, you can see that the Ertiga ZXi now also features automatic climate control. And my favorite feature of the Ertiga has to be these cooling vents in the cup holders that help you cool your drinks during a hot summer afternoon like this one. So as you would expect, the Ertiga is set up for comfortably hauling 5 to 7 people around, and that means that power delivery from the 1.5-litre K-series petrol engine is linear and civilized. On paper, this motor produces 88 PS of power and 121.5 Newton meters of torque in CNG mode. Petrol mode figures will be showing up on your screen right now. Now between two passengers, the Ertiga is very composed and amiable on these city roads. It glides over smoothly over bumps and speed breakers and feels like a good daily driver. When pushed around corners, the front wheel driven MPV does clearly understeer, but the ABS and EBD do a fair job of keeping things in check. In terms of maneuverability, the Ertiga feels big enough but not intimidating. Visibility is good and the ORVMs give a nice view of what is going on behind in your blind spots. The rear parking sensors also help in reversing this long car, but you will still feel the absence of a reverse parking camera, something that only the ZXi Plus variant gets for now. Talking about how the car behaves and how the engine performs between the CNG and petrol modes. Even while changing modes on the fly, the engine did not cough up any jerks. The only time I could tell that I have switched to CNG is because of the distinct tink sound that comes from the cylinder kicking in. Overall, from what you and me have clearly understood by now, the Ertiga ZXi comes equipped with most of the practical features that a family would need. It is economical and the only MPV to offer a CNG variant. It has a contemporary and clean design. The dimensions are accommodating but not intimidating, which basically makes a fair point of if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. Those looking for a bit more oomph have the option to go in for the XL6, but that comes at around rupees 3 lakh more and does not offer a CNG variant. And that is the Ertiga's trump card. None of its immediate competition in this space has a CNG variant on offer, be it the Kia Carens or its own sibling the XL6. And at rupees 11.54 lakh ex-showroom New Delhi, it clearly offers the most bang for the buck for both private and commercial buyers alike. And that is exactly what an everyday family car should be. Economical, comfortable and contemporary. Let us know what you thought about this 2022 Ertiga ZXi CNG in the comment section below. Like and share the video if you thought it was valuable to you. And do remember to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with all the exciting buzz in the automotive sector. This is Amber Banerjee signing out.